the great devotee of the Lord, Raghav Pandit's sister, Damayanti. At Panihati, they have their house. So when they would travel from Bengal to Orissa, they would carry all of these wonderful ingredients in jhalis or bags. So an elaborate description is given of the various items which Damayanti would prepare, especially for the pleasure of Lord. And several verses describe all of these ingredients. Various types of kashandis, amrakolis and things like that. And then after giving a description of all of these ingredients, Kaviraj Goswami explains that along with all of these sweets, condiments, various types of savories, rice preparations, pickles, etc., Damayanti would also pack sufficient amount of shukuta. And shukuta is a kind of bitter vegetable Bengali stew. Its taste is bitter. So as soon as it mentions the word shukuta, which is bitter, so someone may think that why should someone offer Lord something which is bitter? Because if you are offering with love, then you should offer something which is sweet or salty or tasty. But what is this bitter taste? And even we have seen that people have very extreme reactions to Karela. Some people love it like anything and others can't tolerate at all. Some vegetables have this capacity to have extreme reactions. Another is bangan or brinjal. Some people love it, others cannot tolerate at all. Right? Or Govind Prabhu is saying Gopla. Very attractive for the people who are purchasing, but many times not so attractive to those who are eating. But many people like it, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally, in Chaitanya Leela we hear many times, it was a very favorite preparation. So Shukuta is supposed to be bitter. So how is it that so much of attention is being paid to pack something which is supposed to be very bitter? Generally, bitter taste is not liked so much. So Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Shukuta boli avagyana kariha chitte, Shukta ye sukha prabhur, paye sukha panchamrate. He is saying that Shukutaye, just by hearing the word Shukuta, Shukuta boli avagyana kariha chitte. Do not commit offense to this Shukta, because it is bitter in taste. Shukta boli avagyana kariha chitte, Shuktaye sukhapaya nahe panchamrite. For Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Shukta appeared to be more nectarian than even Panchamrita. A mixture of milk, curd, honey, ghee and sugar water, which is so sweet. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found this bitter preparation, Shukta. Shuktaye sukha prabhur. He experienced greater sukh than even Panchamrita. So how is that possible? How can something bitter taste sweeter than Panchamrita? So Kaviraj Goswami gives explanation in the next verse. Bhavagrahi Mahaprabhu Snehamatra loy Shukta pataka shandite Mahasukha pai. So Mahaprabhu is Bhavagrahi. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhavagrahi, he accepts that Bhava. Bhavagrahi Mahaprabhu Sneha Matra Loy. He accepts only that Sneha or affection and love which is there in that preparation. And therefore, Shukuta Pata Kashandite, even bitter items like Kashandi, which is also a very bitter kind of leaf, and Shukuta, which is very bitter, Maha Sukha Pai, he experiences great Sukha. great bliss. So what is that bhava which has pleased Lord Chaitanya so much? What is the bhava of Damayanti Mataji that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finds this so attractive? So Kaviraj Goswami explains, Manushya buddhi Damayanti kare prabhur pai, Guru bhojane udare kabhu, amaho nayai. So Damayanti, Raghav Pandit's sister, is considering Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be Manushya buddhi. She is not thinking that Lord Chaitanya is Sachidananda Vigraha, is the absolute truth. He has a body made of eternity, bliss and knowledge, and therefore he is the source of everything, and all universes enter into him, so anything can enter into him. So what is the problem? No. She has a feeling of devotion. Manushya buddhi damayanti. So she has a feeling that he is just like an ordinary person. Kare prabhur pai. That is her feeling towards the Lord's lotus feet. And therefore she thinks, Guru bhojane. So bhojane means eating. And Guru means heavy. So Guru bhojane means a heavy eater. That if someone eats very heavily, right? So all of us know Guru means heavy. So this is a very nicely used term, Guru bhojane, eating heavily, right? So in that sense we can take Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, Amara agya Guru hoye. So the meaning is heavy. So Guru bhojane here in this context means that if Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eats very heavily, then he will have mucus problem or some indigestion. And therefore, amahonayai, so that he doesn't get this ama or indigestion, let me have something which is bitter, so that will counteract the influence all of these heavy foodstuffs which he eats. So this is the difference between an impersonalist Mayavadi and a devotee. And Krishna says in Gita, avajananti ma mudha manushim tanumashrita. Those who are mudhas, they are also considering Krishna to be manushim tanum. And Damayanti is thinking Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be manushya buddhi. But there is a big difference. And that difference is the difference in bhava. Therefore, Prabhupada says that all the Mayavadis' different prayers and shlokas and glorifications of the Lord act as thunderbolts at Lord's lotus feet. He doesn't feel pleased by that, because their mood or attitude is to become one with the Lord. And whereas great devotees, when they consider Lord like this, it is with a feeling of devotion and affection. And then, in this way, the Lord feels very pleased. Shukta khaile sayyam hoibe kanash, say sneha mora bhavi, prabhura ullash. What gives Lord ullas or pleasure is this understanding that because she is packed all these wonderful items and she is made this Shukta thinking that I should not get indigestion, this feeling gives him ei sneha mane bhavi. This feeling of sneha or affection gives him greatest pleasure. And so, this is an example of how all of these different ingredients are prepared with great concentration, attention to detail, and then packed very, very perfectly. And one person is made completely in charge. So there is one devotee called Makaradaja Kar. He is made in charge of carrying all these bags. And he considers these bags to be his life and soul, so that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can take great pleasure by eating this. So this is an example of how with great bhava, with great feeling, a devotee offers ingredients to the Lord, and the Lord accepts it with pleasure because of that feeling. Therefore this verse says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. So with devotion, tadaham bhakti upahritam. So Chakravarti Thakur explains that the Lord accepts this with so much devotion, and He is so much bewildered sometimes by the devotees' cry that Patram Pushpam, even Pushpam Ashnami. Even if flower is offered, sometimes the Lord is so much in ecstatic trance that He puts the flower in His mouth also. And then He realizes this is not edible. But why He does that? Because He is in so much of bliss, hearing the devotees cry that please accept this offering. So, on one hand, the Lord accepts ingredients which are offered with great